away from that, residents of Sabiefa in the whole West District have given 14 days, a 14-day ultimatum to authorities and government to find the alleged abductors of a 62-year-old man who went missing 3 weeks ago. In a petition to the president through the whole West DCE, Ernest Apau, the assemblyman for the area, said a call was placed from the cell phone of the missing man from a man who identified himself as Lucifer, that he had killed the man in Nkonya. The 62-year-old George Komla Akoli was seen by the resident at a festival normally celebrated by 4 communities when he went missing. Volta Regional Correspondent Ivy Setoji has been following the story. She joins me now on the line for more. Hello, Ivy.
Hello, Gifty.
Ivy, this afternoon or earlier today, we saw a lot of people, and I'm seeing the video at the moment, go out on the street. Have they had any responses from authorities yet?
Oh, well, yes. They actually went to the DCE for the area, and Apau presented the petition to him, to the president. He told them he was going to present this or send it to the president, and then actions will be taken, that something urgent will be done about the issue.
As we speak now, I mean, earlier they've been speaking. Are they calm now? What have they been saying beyond what they're presenting to the presidency?
Well, before I left Sabiefa, they were calm, but some of them are still not happy about how things are going on. They are saying that after 18 days, nothing has been heard from the security service, especially the police. They have not done anything about the issue. Right now, all they want is to know whether the man who was allegedly kidnapped and killed by the said man who called himself Lucifer, they've not heard anything about him. They just want the man back, whether dead or alive, and nothing seems to be done about it.
Okay.
So some of them are not so happy about the issue, and so they are waiting for authorities to do something about it.
Very well. Ivy, thank you very much for that update. Ivy Setoji is a Volta Regional Correspondent, bringing us up to speed. But DCE for Whole West, Ernest Apau, has also assured the people that the man will be found dead or alive. He also joins me now on the line. Sir, thank you very much for your time here on the Pulse. What information do you have at the moment about the whereabouts of the man who's been, well, who we're told is dead?
Thank you very much, and thanks to our listeners out there. As we speak, we do not have information on the whereabouts of the brother that cannot be found as we speak. We have followed various processes, and we continue to follow. We have promised that we will continue to work with the security agencies, adopt various strategies to ensure that we definitely get the bottom of this very matter.
What are the processes? You speak of following processes to make sure that you find him. What are these processes? Can you take us through them?
The processes that were followed were that there was a series of meetings between the MUSEC of Ohwe, a lot of meetings between the district of Biakuye, and a lot within Ohwe. There were several meetings that we held together jointly with these 3 assemblies in collaboration with Regional Security Committee, RESEC, to get to the bottom of this matter. You know, there are various levels of this very issue that we can operate at. So the security agencies are collaborating with all of us to get to the bottom of this matter, and we have always been in touch with the families and the communities of the brothers that could not be found. So it is early days yet for us to communicate something that we have not yet gotten the details, i.e. facts on. That is the challenge we have now.
Juan,
to get to the bottom of this matter is in place. But for us to communicate anything beyond what the security experts would have recommended would be unfortunate on our part. This is the little problem we have.
This issue has been on for a while. I think about last 2 weeks. We broke this story about last 2 weeks. Between now and now, between then and now, are you saying that you have absolutely no information?
Between then and now, if we have information that is not conclusive by report, do you expect us to communicate it to public? In any case, you know that we are not government is in place to ensure that we get the bottom of these matters, and the security agencies who are the experts are working with us as well as the community and the families to get to this matter. If I would not want us to stretch what kind of information we would want to hear in order for us not to preempt outcomes or whatever it might be. That's a little advice I always have. In actual fact, sometimes we, the journalists, would want information beyond what is accepted. I pray that we will not go into that temptation.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Ernest Apau is DCE for Whole West, and he says that the Regional Security Council are working very hard to find or to locate this man who we're told, or who the family believes is dead at the moment. And away from the Volta region, customers of the electricity company of Ghana are demanding compensation from the company. According to most of the affected, they have had to survive the last few days without electricity at great inconvenience and with implications for their businesses. Though officials of ECG have consistently assured them of a resolution, customers were still visible within the early hours of Tuesday to get their problems resolved.
I came here, I think, last Friday, but I couldn't get into because the crowd here was very massive. So I went back because I was having an exams. And writing a serious exams without light for 1 week, this is serious. I think we all know that firms are being set up to solve problems. But I think in 21st century and a country like Ghana is facing this is very pathetic. We deserve compensation because this is, I'm working for you, I'm paying you and you're working for me. So in the process of a contract, if you bleach yours, you need to compensate me.
In fact, it's more than I can tell you. A pensioner, how much do I earn? And I will take taxi from Aveno to this place, from here to Aveno again. From Aveno to my house. How much? We deserve compensation. Totally, we deserve compensation. Because a lot of my items has been spoiled in my fridge and my freezers. And so I need a compensation.
Thank you. I've lost a lot because I'm a seamstress. I used to sew. So since it was 2 weeks ago, so I've lost a lot. Because I have a lot of work to do, but because of the light, I couldn't do it because we are in the Christmas season. You know, we the seamstress, this is our season. So I think I've lost a lot of money, a lot. Even my customers as well, I'm losing them. They have to compensate us because the money that I have to get, I think I'm losing it.
I've been affected really. You can't quantify. I was here last week. My card get exhausted. I went to buy. They said, yeah, I can't buy. I have to come here. I came here, the queue here, the crowd over here. I couldn't do anything. I have to go home, come back again. Until Friday, they asked me to give my card to them and that they'll call me. They never called. So I've slept in darkness with all this heat. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I have lost items like my food and my meat in the freezer and all that. They're supposed to compensate us.
Well, let's now listen to the Managing Director, Samuel Boachiapia's response to a question posed to him as to whether or not there will be any compensation for customers.
This issue about compensation and all that, it's something that has not come to my attention. The PURC letter was very clear. They quoted sections of the regulation that which could be imposed on us if we do not comply with certain provisions. But all that, our response to this challenge and other measures that we intend to put in place are all part of the measures to restore, confidence of the public in our, whatever confidence has been lost by the public in our operations and our good selves. So it's an ongoing process, and we'll continue to introduce measures that will enhance this and to continue to build confidence and make sure that our customers can trust that we would always respond swiftly to whatever challenges that may come their way in the course of our operations or engagement with them.